Why are we looking blurry? Good morning. Welcome back. Today is week 2. It is Monday, August 14th. Well, let's go ahead and get to the school. The time says 7:28. So let's see if we can get there by 7:28.
Challenge accepted.
I actually made it at the time that I was supposed to. For today, we are going to start teaching our reading lesson. If you do not know already, I only teach ELA. I'm nothing. But we are a departmentalized school, so I only teach one subject. And I teach it 3 times in a day.
I was wondering, how am I going to be teaching phonics, reading, and small group level literacy all at once?
So it'll be 40 minutes of reading, and then it'll be a 10-minute Heggerty lesson. Heggerty is needed, essentially. We're going to do small group rotations, where my instructional assistant will be doing phonics for 20 minutes, and then I'll be doing level literacy for 20 minutes, and then I have independent work for 20 minutes. However, we will be rotating once per day. We don't start small rotations until 2 weeks from now after we do our benchmark testing. What our plan for today, for this week, is we'll be doing a 40-minute reading lesson, 10-minute Heggerty lesson, and a 20-minute phonics lesson.
So hopefully we'll be able to capture those moments this week.
I do not have much time, so I have to print the materials that I need. So we're just going to take one step at a time, okay? I studied the Bible on the way here. It was Ephesians 2:10. You are God's masterpiece, and we are all created in the way that He has planned us to. We don't have to worry about, trying to be perfect and all that stuff, because He already created us how He wanted us to create us. And therefore, sometimes it takes a process. So I'm going to go ahead and print off the morning work, but I do want to show you something. I must take a good gander of the classroom here. So Friday, I said, listen, I'm out. I got tired. I don't feel like being here. So I just left everything a mess, and this is what we left with. But let me go ahead and turn on these lights. I want to try my best not to leave the room such a mess this school year. I want to try my best to clean up every single day.
Something's happening here. Okay, we fixed it.
Y'all, I'm in desperate need of a haircut.
Fix the calendar. Fix the date.
That's ugly.
Better.
Fix the calendar. Although, I'm gonna hold off on this. I'm gonna let my students do it this morning. Nice job. Okay, now we gotta fix the bottom. What is today, everyone? Reminder, please. Today is what day of the week? Monday. Good. What was yesterday?
Saturday. Oh, what is Saturday?
Sunday. And what's tomorrow going to be?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It has been. It has been an eventful day. However, we're done.
Today was overall a good day. We started off with our morning meeting. When the children come in, they have a morning work assignment that they must complete. Then we did our morning meeting. We had introduced our 2 leaders of the day, and we also have introduced our student of the week. Also have our student of the week. So please give us a drum roll for student of the week. Who is the student of the week? Congratulations, you are the monster of the week. Leading us through our morning meetings. We're actually going to start leading us in our lines. So she'll be our line leader. Fun fact, birthday is actually on Friday. I did mention that in my prior video, that we also have the secret student, and that secret student will be revealed on Friday. And if they did their part, then they'll become the new student of the week for the following week. Then today, we went over morning work, day number 6. Okay, so we are now going over the morning work. I should be pointing to the quote of the day. Being different is one of the most beautiful things on earth. Please read that with me. There we go. Being different is one of the most beautiful things on earth. Why is being different is one of the most beautiful things on earth?
Because if everybody was the same, it wouldn't be anything would have been different. It was just everybody would do the same thing. But it being different, you can do differently and have different colors that you like and different things that you like instead of the same thing.
Oh, do we agree with her?
Yeah.
I agree. Let's give her a round of applause. Being different is what makes you unique and what makes you stand out from the rest of us. We are not all created the same. We are all created differently. So please don't try to be like somebody else because only you can do you. All right, number 1, word of the day. What is our word of the day? Furious. What's the word, everyone? Furious. Who has written a sentence with the word furious? I get furious at my siblings all the time. That's good. Who can give me another one?
I love Fast and Furious.
I love Fast and Furious. Who ever seen Fast and Furious before?
I've seen all of them. I watch a lot of them.
Like I said, those morning work consist of skills that are going to be used in 3rd grade. When I say these children, my students today, their energy was really low. Or maybe it's just Monday. I don't know. But I was trying to my best to be so hard upbeat this morning. But like they were just not having it. They were like, Mr. McGee, listen, we probably got you tomorrow. But not today, not this morning. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and push through anyway. Thing about my homeroom is I have them for morning meeting, intervention, and go right into their first block. And, you know, I do teach ELA. And the way that my schedule is up, I have a 40-minute block of just reading, 10 minutes of Heggerty lessons, and then 20 minutes of small group. But see, we do not start small group until... I got a better idea, I'll show you. We are going to be testing them from 21st to 25th, and then we'll start small group rotations on the 28th. Okay, great. The next thing that we did, we entered our first block. So for our 40-minute block of reading, we tackled the first 3rd grade reading standard, which is to ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of the text. We're going to start our first reading lesson. Every lesson that we do, we have a learning goal. We have a what? Learning goal. So I want you to repeat this one after me. I am going to ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text. So we are going to look at the text called The Ant and the Grasshopper. What's the name of our title? Who remembers The Ant and the Grasshopper? We kind of read this way back in 1st grade. Interesting. Yep, we sure did. Okay, so that is the text that we're going to focus on today. What I did was model of how to ask and answer questions of the text. So what I started off with first was by listing the standards. That's kind of like a learning goal. So every single time we start a lesson, I have my children recite the learning goal. And so our learning goal was to ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text. I then went into the title, and in this case it was The Ant and the Grasshopper. I went over here to talk about our vocabulary words. We had humid, which means damp and sticky. Ambition means strong want for success. And then scarce, not enough or small amount. After we tackled that, then I read the passage. I did a read aloud. Of course, I had to use my ever-loving voice for different characters, you know. I was being the grasshopper, and the grasshopper sounded like this.
And then you had little small ant that was kind of sounding like this. So it does not really matter who is who.
I just had to bring black to the story, right? And so after I read the passage, I then came up with the misconception. And I was like, I know we're supposed to ask and answer questions, but I do not know how to ask a question. And that's when we introduced question words. Here's the list of the question words that we have right here and all what they mean. And then I actually did a little rap to go along with these question words. And then we hit these targets over here. These were the few question words that were assigned to us. And then we had to match it with the details located over here. And so then after that, we answered each question, like who feels lazy? It was grasshopper. Where does the story take place? They said the seasons, summer, winter, and fall. What season is it when Ant works there? That would have been the summer. And then why does grasshopper ask Ant for food? And that was because he did not store any for the winter, so therefore he was hungry and he was cold. And so after I did that, this model, we did ended up doing one together. This was the one that we did together. I started off with us, you know, reciting the learning goal once again. And then we talked about the title, which was Zell the Gentle Donkey. And then we went over our vocabulary words, which is him, which is the bottom of the skirt, and then stall. And then I talked about how when you go to a carnival, you want barbecue nachos, funnel cakes, whatever you want, you get them at the stalls. I imposed an idea. I asked them this question, and that was, when you are taking a test, or we are trying to prepare for the state test or many different assessments, do you read the questions first or do you read the passage first? And that, some of them automatically need to read the questions first, because when you read the question, it allows you to know where to look for your answers. I kind of introduced our homework stuff, but I kind of went more into detail with it at the end of the day. It is time. I need everybody to pay attention over here. It is time to distribute your homework. You look at the homework folder. It will have your name. It will have your number. On the left side, it says take home. It says what? Take home. Over here, this says back to school. What does it say? This is where your homework goes. It says Monday you do math, Tuesday you do foundation, Wednesday you do reading, and Thursday you do writing. You turn it in on Friday in order to earn your fun Friday. When I call your number, you are going to come get your folder, grab your belongings, and sit right back in your seat so we can get ready for dismissal. Got it? Number one.
As I mentioned before, we have a mailbox located over here in the classroom in the library area. And this is what this looks like. Y'all, I really need a freaking haircut. Like, I can't.
The folders, this is where they would store their homework folders. Oh, hold on now. This looks janky. Let me fix it. This is where their homework folders will be stored, as well as their data. As you look over here, this was the morning work that we did this morning. And once we get it through all the week, I will staple them all together, week day 6 through 10, and they'll be going into their folders for them to take home next Monday. All right, but without further ado, I am going to show you what our folder looks like. Okay. As you can see, this is listed on a weekly basis. Once again, they receive their homework folders on Monday, and they take it home. They bring it back by Friday. So each day consists of a different worksheet. Nightly reading, they can read by themselves for 20 minutes, and then parents could keep track of their work if they wanted to. I'm not looking for if the answers are right or wrong. I'm looking for if you did it. We are definitely trying to make sure that these skills are perfected not only in the classroom but at home as well. Okay, people, it is currently 4:03. Go look at the room. I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna make sure that I come up here early in the morning to get everything ready and get everything prepared for the day. talk to you guys later, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good Tuesday morning.
I can't be in here too long because I arrived uber late. That's because I woke up late. However, let's get this day started.
So if we look up here, this is our whiteboard protocol. We have to have our standard of the day. So like I said, this week, this is our standard. And then afterwards, we have to have our vocabulary words. So these are the vocabulary words that we're focusing on. And then we needed a anchor chart to go with the standard. So because we're talking about ask and answer questions, the anchor chart over here talks about how do I know what to ask? And we know that we must use our question words, and we provided our question words and what they mean. And so yes, that was the reading block. We always start off with our learning goal, which is right up here. Then we dive into what the title says. And then over here, we will preview the vocabulary words next. And then we look at the questions. And in this specific work, we have to come up with the questions and then the answers. And then we did the text. So then paragraph number 1, I did it, I modeled it. Paragraph number 1. And then paragraph number 2, we did it together. And then I believe paragraph 3, they were able to do it in groups. And so then after that, they went to lunch, they went to recess, and then I had my block 2 group, and then I had my block 3 group. Yesterday's elective for Tuesday was music, and our music teacher came up with this nice little song for when they are in the hallway.
Remember the first time I played by myself.
I thought to myself, wow, that sounded really good. Wonderful.
End of the day, we had our closing circle, and then we dismissed. And today, now is Wednesday. Today, I'm not going to record anything for Wednesday. This is a personal choice I'm just making, but I will recapture everything that we need for Thursday. I will cut the video here, and I will see all of you all tomorrow morning, Thursday, August 17th. All right, I'll finish setting up for the day. I believe that we are ready to go.
Why am I looking shiny?
Before I show you the monsters, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So every time we receive a compliment, I just write the letter until we receive all of them. Yesterday, they received their letters. And so let's check out the monsters located on the other side of the classroom. So, this class loves Friday Nights at Freddy's. So they received these 4 little guys and this 1 little girl. But they received this one yesterday. So they received 4 of them so far. And hopefully they'll reach their 5th one by the end of this week. Little update, it's currently 7:46. In a few minutes, children will be walking in. However, I want to show you that we got morning work displayed all on the desk. I've also taken the time to resharpen pencils and fix the caddies. So, very good to go. The only thing I need to do is fix the date, because it's showing the 16th. Goodbye 16. Hello 17. Goodbye 16. Hello 17. I guess we did not tackle the calendar yesterday, so goodbye 16. Hello 17. We did not do this yesterday either, so let me go ahead and fix that for them little kids. Okay, so now when they do the calendar, they'll be ready to be fixed. Be ready to go. Check out the fit. I look really nice. Update. So, last time I saw you was this morning. In case you want to know where I'm at, I'm over here near the library area.
It is lunchtime.
We started off our day with our morning meeting. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
What is today, 301?
Thursday, August 17th, 2023.
Well, as we know, we always introduce our what first? All right, so those are your leaders for today. So, and we already know who our student of the week. Excellent. We are here on Thursday. It's time for our Thursday song. Here we go.
I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while.
Okay.
Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down. People taking the easy way.
I can do this.
Her name is Miracle, and she can do this. Good.
My name is Jamar, and I can do this.
Good. Let's go. His name is Jamari, and he can do this.
Who's that
Buck in a rug, buck in a rug, buck in a rug. Who's that? Who's that? Buck in a rug. Oh, he found the bug in the rug, bug in a rug. He found a bug in a rug. Excellent. And that went extremely well. The participation was like 100%, is exactly the energy that we needed. We went into our morning work. We did that one for day number 9. They got enough time to go outside for free time, only to turn around and we had to do a fire drill procedure. When we went over the fire drill procedure, we went over where we were supposed to go. We made sure that we were supposed to be quiet in the hallway, outside, all that stuff, right? I gave them incentive. I said, listen, if you meet all these expectations, you will get 3 letters for the monster word, and that will give you your more the target to get your next monster before the end of the week.
Did that happen? No.
Fortunately, we had some few friends that were talking in the midst of us standing outside in the quiet zone. What we did, we came back inside and we talked about what was the expectations of a fire drill. I also gave those students who were not meeting expectations the opportunity to, confide in their mistakes that they made. And they apologized, and they are forgiven. What we do here in this classroom is, we hold kids accountable. And in order for them to hold kids accountable, they have to own up to their mistakes. As long as you own up to your mistakes and you apologize for your mistakes and you're trying your best not to do it again, then you're all fine. We got into our reading lesson with only 30 minutes. This whole week we have gone over the same learning goal of the same standard, which means to ask and answer what?
Question.
Demonstrate understanding of a
Test.
Today, we are going to be reading a new text. Please look at the title and point to it.
Termite Mouse.
What's our title?
Termite Mouse.
This is Mouse. Okay. By who? Madeline Clark. Okay. So I know that our title is Termite Mouse by Madeline Clark. Can you all tell me how many paragraphs there are?
6.
6. There are 6 paragraphs. Are we going to begin reading our text now?
No. You gotta read the question.
We got to read this question. Turn to the back.
Oh, we know what.
So we are all looking at our questions, yes? Yes, yes?
Yes.
In 3 seconds, you're going to tell me how many questions are we going to answer. 3, 2, 1. 4 questions that we're going to answer. One said this question has how many parts? 2. Please circle the word 2. Let's take a look at part A. Your hand should be on part A. 3, 2, 1. Why do cheetahs climb up termite mountains? The first thing we did was read the what? Question. What is the question word in this question? Underline why. Look at our anchor chart. When we say why means what? A reason something is happening. So we need to figure out the reason why cheetahs climb up termite mountains. Yeah, A, read.
They can swing farther to find animals to hunt.
Read B.
They can sleep safely on top of termite mounds.
Read C.
They use termite mounds as scratching posts.
Read D.
They can call to each other more easily.
So out of these 4, we need to figure out which one of these answers is the reason why cheetahs climb up termite mounds. Read the question. Turn back. Do we have to read the entire text to find an answer?
No!
What word stood out? What animal are we looking for?
Cheetah!
I want you to circle the paragraph number that has the word cheetahs in it. The paragraph with cheetahs in it is which paragraph?
Number 3.
Say it proudly.
3!
Paragraph 3 if you have not done so already. Point to the first word. 3, 2, 1. Termite sounds are usually the highest place around. Cheetahs often use the mound as a lookout point. We have read paragraph number 3, and now we are able to answer our question. Tell me why do cheetahs climb up termite mounds? I need a strong hand.
They can see farther.
Do we agree with Brooklyn? Yes. Answer A is the reason why cheetahs climb up termite mounds. Let's circle A. What do we do with the rest of our answers?
X amount.
X amount. Thank you, Mr. Matthew.
To the side.
Now we're on part B. Read part B. Which sentence from the passage supports the answer you chose from part A above? So we know part A, our answer was they can see farther to find animals to hunt. We got to figure out which one of these sentences goes with answer A. What do we do next?
Read our
Read our
question.
answer choices. A. Based off these 4 answers, which one of them goes to answer A?
B.
Read what does B say?
B says they keep an eye out for the next move.
Do we agree with Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Yes. So what do we do? Circle B. And what do we do with the rest of them?
Cross the map.
Now. And now we're ready for question number 2.
Was a really good lesson. I'm getting to the point where we are now focusing on answering questions based off the text that will look like if it was on an assessment. So this is what that looks like. Termite mounds. We have 6 paragraphs. We automatically read the questions first. And then what we did is just we went by question by question by question. We got done with the lesson so early that they had the opportunity to have their free time or library time.
Become the new Mr. Lee. Can I become the new Mr. Lee?
And so here we are in the library. I literally had to just clean up my library. There were books everywhere. And I was like, why is my books on the floor? I found 10 books standing here on the floor because they're just throwing it everywhere. But guess what?
That is my fault because I did not teach them this procedure of being in the library.
I have to go over the expectations of how to be in the library. The day is going great. The day is going well. I feel like this is the outfit and the haircut. It's working. Basically, what I'm saying, it's working. Now they are at lunch, and what I'm gonna do now is just sit here and decompress before they come back. I keep on wanting to look over here, but the camera's right there.
I'm going to decompress until they come back.
Happy Friday. I'm sorry. My bad. Listen, it is Friday. We are at the end of the week. We are here. And I am so excited to start my weekend. Amen. But we got today to push through. All I can ask for is just to have a wonderful day. Day 10. Morning work, and then they're turning all their morning work that they did for this week for a grade, printing off their reading test for today, that's for a grade as well, and then today homework should be returned. And remember, like I said at the beginning, all homework must be completed in order for them to earn a Fun Friday. What's also special about today is one of our students' birthday is today, so we are going to celebrate her. Let's see how this day going to be. And I'll check in with you all later. You guys, guess what day it is? It's Friday! I'm good. Good afternoon. It is the end of the day, Friday. Let me just start off by saying it was overall a good day. We first want to start off by saying we celebrated one of our students' birthday today. All right, here we go. Happy birthday, hip hooray. Camila is 9 years old today. Put the candles on the cake. This is how we celebrate. Now let's give a birthday cheer. One big clap for every year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it went really amazing. She really enjoyed herself today. Today we only took a reading test. The way that we practice the reading test is if we were practicing for the state test. I'm already trying to get them prepared for that, so when the actual time comes, they're not going to freak out. I think we are in the right track, based off how they performed on this test. I think we're on the right track. So they had the opportunity to earn 2 Fun Fridays today. So they had one early in the morning, and they had one during our usual elective times, but we don't have electives on Fridays, so we just take them outside during that time. And I really wanted to highlight this special moment that happened during our Fun Friday in the afternoon session. Just to give you a backstory, one of our students did not complete the homework at the time that it was supposed to. All homework was supposed to be turned in and completed on Friday. And so he had the opportunity to finish the work in order for him to earn his recess, his free time. And one of his classmates, and this was her idea on her own, she decided that she was going to take it upon herself to help him out with his homework so that he had the opportunity to have some free time.
So much joy.
And when I saw that, I said, she did not have to do that. But it was because of the kindness of her heart, she did it. However, if you witnessed the video, it was hilarious how she did it. She made him work. But when I say that was like the proudest moment I have ever seen, I'm definitely going to make sure she gets rewarded somehow for that. And that's the kind of energy, and that's the kind of, it's just kind of the environment that I would like to have in my classroom. And so my idea for next week, or probably the week after, I'm still trying to figure out how these kids are. I want to start an accountability partner thing, because them two children right there could be accountability partners. And so now I'm trying to figure out who could work well with who, so that they can hold each other up, just like me and my other teacher, Miss Giles, do. In other news, today is the end of Friday. I have to go home and rest this weekend. Thank you all so much.
When dead.
Thank you all so much for tuning in this week. It has been overall an amazing week. We just still have to, make sure these expectations are met. But overall, it has been an amazing week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you all bright and early Monday morning. Mr. McGee, out.